Hey folks, how's it going today? Hope everybody's doing really good. So today we're going to take a look at this Joyo Overdrive I bought. It's a vintage Overdrive. Basically a tube screamer in disguise. It's the same thing as a TS9 Ibanez tube screamer. Take that for what you will, but it really is. I paid $23 for this, brand new, free shipping as well on eBay. They're out there. Just saying. Very well made. The parts feel good. The switch is good. It doesn't pop when you turn it on and off. It's got a recessed battery compartment so the cover won't get broke like they always do, right? So anyway, I'm playing through a PV Classic 30 today. I dug out a Stratocaster, and we'll start on the neck pickup, and we'll just see what the guitar and amp sound like together, and then we'll get into the pedal, okay? Here we go. Okay, so there's the bass line. Alright, let's put all the knobs on the pedal. I've got them all straight up at like noontime, okay? So let's see what it sounds like. Pretty cool. Still transparent. You still can tell I'm on the neck pickup, and also that I'm out of practice. Thought I'd add that. I haven't been playing much guitar lately, folks. It's just the way it goes sometimes. I'll get into it eventually, but anyway, let's turn the gain right on 10. I'm going to leave the volume and tone right where they are, okay? Let's see what it sounds like. Pretty cool. Alright, so let's try this. I'm going to turn the tone up a little bit. I'm going to leave the drive right on 10, but I'm going to turn the tone up to about 3/4 of the way up, okay, on about 7. Alright, let's see what that sounds like. Alright, so it gives it a little more sting. The notes kind of bloom a little bit more. Alright, so now what we're going to do is turn the volume on 10. And I'm going to turn the drive knob down a little bit, okay? So I'm going to have the drive, let's try it on about 3 or 4. I don't know if you guys have ever done this with your pedals. Instead of turning the gain up and then cracking the volume, try turning the gain down and diming the volume, and then use the gain knob like a volume control, so to speak. It's pretty cool. You can get, and there's a lot in between there that you can get too. Alright, so volume on 10, tones on about 7, and I've got the gain on about 4. Pretty sweet. So again, it's transparent no matter which way you go with it. I think a lot of it right there was just really starting to nudge the amp a little bit more. And that was probably some of the breakup we heard as well. So, with a low wattage tube amp, these things can be magic. They really can, because you don't have a ton of clean headroom with a, low wattage amp. And they start to break up really quick. So with this pedal like this, you can keep the volume back a little on the amp and then nudge it with that pedal. And, it'll crackle up for you a little bit, but you'll still have that transparency. You can always tell that I'm on the neck pickup, no matter if I have the pedal on or off. You can still hear the characteristics of the guitar itself. Now, some pedals, in my opinion, blanket the sound of the guitar so bad that it really doesn't matter if you have a Les Paul plugged into it or a Telecaster. It just sounds the same. In some applications that's useful. Depends on what you're playing for music and what you're looking for a tone. I like the transparency though. I like to hear my instrument kind of shine through the pedal board without, mucking it up too bad and just messing up the sound and the tone of the guitar itself. So I really recommend this pedal. I mean, how can you not have that on your pedal board for under $30? I mean, I'm not sure they're going to last that long at that price. I can't imagine it. Someday, if that goes out of business or something, they're probably going to be worth money. Who knows? I mean, it's really hard to tell. I've seen this stuff happen. When I was growing up, you could buy tube screamers for, used ones for 30, 40, 50 bucks in the 80s. Nobody really knew about it, or how to use it, I guess, either. If you was playing hard rock or starting to play heavy metal or playing in a hair band, that weren't going to do you any good. You know what I mean? Unless you was stacking pedals or whatever. But, for the most part, this was for blues guys, classic rock, that kind of stuff, like Stones. And, you plug a telly into this, it's going to sound great too. Bang for the buck. I don't know how could you do it any cheaper? I was honestly thinking about building a tube screamer from parts, which is pretty inexpensive to do. But I don't think I could do it for $23. I know I can't build that pedal for $23. I can't do it. Is it junk? No, it isn't. It's a printed circuit board, as pretty much all the pedals you buy now are. It's just what it is. Are they inferior? I don't think they are at all. I think they could be even superior in many aspects of just the tolerances in parts now are better than they used to be. The soldering process, I think it's probably, better. Less chance of cold solder joints and things like that. So it's just the way it is. It's changed, They used to be point to point. There's still guys like me that build them point to point. But for the price of this, it's hard to even build one point to point for that kind of money. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to share this with you guys. And, like I said, I'm not endorsed by anybody. I'm just on my own here. But I thought this was worth sharing. I don't do a ton of pedal demos, but this one here really does kind of shine through for the money. And like I said, it would be hard not to have that in the rotation on your pedal board for under $30, So I'm just saying. So I'm going to bring you guys in and show you the front and back of it, and you can get a good peek at it, and we'll go from there. Okay, folks, that's the top side. you know, it's not my favorite looking pedal as far as the colors, but it's different. I like it. So there's the recessed battery cavity, as you can see. So the lid won't get broke. It's kind of got a nice rubber pad on the bottom of it. And the indicator lights here. And it's 9 volt. I mean, it's aluminum case. Nice switch. The knobs feel good. There's some resistance to it. They're not just floppy and sloppy feeling. You know, like I said, for that kind of money, it's almost hard not to buy one and just have one. I mean, it is a useful pedal. I will say that. I haven't even tried it in my pedal board yet with a nice delay, even a boost, and you know, whatnot. So I'm going to get to that here eventually. If I stumble onto anything cool about stacking something with it, I'll definitely share that as well. Thanks again for watching, folks. I really appreciate it. Welcome to all the new subscribers. We're getting close to 1,000 on this channel. Got a great bunch of people on this channel. I've learned a ton of information just from you guys leaving comments and being really nice and helpful. Great bunch of people here, folks. I got the best crowd on YouTube, in my opinion. Okay, here's the box it came in. Obviously, it was a pedal box. Here's the Joyo info. And it says pedal on the other side. I think there's some instructions or something in there too. Anyway, you know, for the money, how can you beat it? I just don't know how you can. It's super clean. It's not humming. It's not, you know, again, I'm not endorsed by these people, but I'm plugging this pedal to you guys, and you know, this is what this is all about. I just want to share this with you guys, so you know what it's like to spend money on pedals. I've done it. I own tons of them. You get them, and you're like, yeah, I kind of like it. I like this pedal. That's why I'm sharing it. I think it'd be a great addition to a country rig, a blues rig, classic rock rig, maybe even, you know, some jazz stuff, you know, like fusion. It's just a nice, clean pedal. Okay, guys, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys real soon. Be good. Okey doke.